Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be checking out Roma Victis, a historical short film, Roman Empire by ParaLight WorX. Yes guys, usually ParaLight WorX, to my knowledge, does more recent history things, World War I, World War II based. I obviously have been following them for years. I've started on Dusty Faces. It's been years since I've seen that series. Great series. I recommend you go check that out right now if you kind of want like a German kind of band of brothers. It's fantastic. They do a great job on that. And to see the production quality of where they started years ago to where they are now blows me away. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to ParaLight WorX. I want to fucking give them the recognition they deserve. Go check them out. German company. Go check them out. They do fantastic work. Obviously, to my knowledge, they have never done anything, prior to World War I before. So 5 days ago, I guess they uploaded, I didn't get a notification about this, thanks a lot YouTube, but 5 days ago, I guess they uploaded, Roma Victis, something about, the Roman Empire. Obviously, you guys know me, Centurion, right? The Legion, I like me the Romans, I love Roman history. I love reading about it, the Roman time periods. I'm a big fan of mid to late period Romans. Obviously, the Roman Empire, that makes me think we're looking at the late period Romans. Just reading the description here, let's take a look. In this captivating short film, we accompany a Roman soldier who, after a devastating battle, has been separated from his unit and must now fight his way alone through the eerie, fog-shrouded forests of Germania. Okay. Surrounded by the constant danger of Germanic warriors and the relentless forces of nature, a gripping struggle for survival begins. With every step in the darkness, the soldier is confronted not only with external threats, but also with his inner demons. So, right away, obviously, Germania, that makes me think of the Battle of Teutoburg. Man, obviously, if you know anything about that battle specifically, I'm pretty sure it took place late period, obviously, Roman Empire based. That it was kind of an inside job, I'm pretty sure. There was a lot of trust with a Germanic leader at the time. And obviously that's where that famous quote comes from, that famous quote, Varus, Quintius Varus, give me back my legions. And basically an entire Roman legion was essentially evaporated in the forests of Teutoburg, or around Teutoburg, I guess. They lost their standard, the Roman standard over there, and to my knowledge, they sent another legion to go get it back. I can't quite remember how that went. Obviously, I'm an amateur historian. It's been a while. I have to look it up specifically, but I find that time period very, very interesting. It was brutal. There was, to my knowledge, basically no survivors of it at all. So I'm interested to see what this is going to be like. Obviously, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe for more content from me, and leave your recommendations down in the comments below. Big shout out to our members, our Hastati, and our Triarii Paralyzed Tortoise. Big shout out to you, man. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, guys, without any further delay, I've been chatting for quite a bit here. I just like history. I like talking about it. So if you wanted to have more of a history discussion, join the Discord, or a discussion in general. We got Warhammer, we got everything there, let me tell you. Go join the Discord. You can also recommend me your videos there, as well as in the comments, and I'm probably actually going to be able to respond to you directly, and it can be emoted on, and people can upvote it and whatnot. So it's good to have for organization's sake. Join the Discord. But yeah, guys, without any further delay, let's get right into this. I'm excited. Wow. So already, beautiful shots, I gotta say. Wow. And like the camera work, like it looks like there's like no color at all, which is crazy, Like obviously there is, but wow. I'm assuming that's might be done in post, but oh wow. And obviously I just want to say too, like, I just want to say too, it's cool to see like their armor and shit, because obviously late period, mid to late period at least, you didn't see that on any early Roman legionaries or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? You usually just had like a simple breastplate to protect you. The second you start looking at that plate armor and shit like that, you're looking at late period. It's very, very intricately done, and it's very cool to see back then just what they were able to do, because obviously then the Dark Ages hit, you know, and the fall of the Roman Empire happened, Dark Ages, and, you know, it wasn't really until the medieval period, again, like 1,000 years later, that we were really able to see like plate armor of that scale again. It's very interesting to see. Damn. So this does look very much like Tuttenberg, I want to say. If I'm pronouncing that correctly. Tautenberg? German name. Wow. Obviously cool detail there. Sorry, I gotta sneeze. I hate it when you have to sneeze and you fucking can't. Fuck. Oh, sorry about that. Jesus Christ, I apologize. Cool detail though. He takes his helmet off. You can see that guy's got white hair, gray hair. Obviously a more senior member, right? I believe it was 25 years you had to serve before you were actually able to, if in the case that you weren't a citizen, you could become a citizen, or you could obviously retire and be granted, if you already were a citizen, you'd retire and you'd be granted your own land, you'd be granted your own, you'd have tons of money because you're fucking rich. 25 years in the Roman army, you'd be fucking wealthy by that point, especially with your rank. So it's just interesting to see, like, you know, somebody of that age, probably a more veteran soldier, just mixed in there, you know. It's interesting to see that. Same side.
Relicta de nostra legio.
Wow. Yeah, see, and that's really important too. Let's go back to that. Obviously a lot of you guys are into Warhammer, the standard, you know, same sort of thing, man. You lose that, that's your army that you just lost right there. Any standard bearer who dies, next man fucking picks it up. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Until there isn't anybody left to pick it up and keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? Obviously this is Legio, let's see, 10, 5, so 15, 16, 17. Legio 17, I'm assuming. 17 Legion. If I'm reading that correctly, my Roman numerals. But yeah, that's, yeah, it's just cool to see that. And you got 4 guys left, and it's just like, yeah, we got to get this fucking standard out of here because we're not dead yet, you know? Because even if they, sorry, not to keep pausing, but even if they were to retreat, you know, they're found without their standard. You guys left your fucking standard behind. They're deserters, you know?
Nostra legio.
Sorry, not to blab. This is really interesting. I'm liking this so far. And the camera work is fantastic. Just the way this is done. Wow. And I also like the cool detail. That's also sick to see. The different uniform on the standard bearer. He's got that wolf's pelt over him. That's realistic. That's fucking cool to see. Man, props to these guys. I'm liking these details that they got. Obviously, they got their pila on, you know, their full kit. This is really fucking well done. I'm not gonna lie. This is what I like to see right now. Their shields, yeah, man. I fucking love that. Oh, yeah. Obviously, the Germans at that time, barbarians, for lack of a better word, no offense, but Jesus, you know what I mean? Obviously, I should add a little bit of context to that. Anywhere that wasn't the civilized quote unquote world, and obviously the Romans were civilized to a degree, but they were also very uncivilized in other ways. The Greeks considered themselves civilized, the Romans considered themselves civilized. If you weren't from there, you were basically considered a barbarian, period. There was no, you know, it was a blanket term kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? Obviously there were different ethnic groups, different cultures, subcultures within all these different like places, right? The Franks were obviously different from the Germans. Germanic culture was obviously different, or Germanic paganism was obviously different than Celtic paganism at the time. They were two different religions in a sense, and vastly different cultures. And basically it came down to tribe loyalties a lot of the time, right? More than anything else, which obviously determined your culture more so. Man, the Germans at that time period, the Germanic people, fucking crazy, some of the shit that you like hear about, you know what I mean? If you read up on them at all, fucking Jesus, you know, you would not want to find yourself there at this period of time, you know? Obviously ambush masters, yeah. Like you're being stalked and you know it. Yeah. Yeah. That'll keep you up. Talking about resting. Oh. Who? Yeah. And that's the thing too. They were largely unorganized, right? I just want to pause on them right now. Yeah. Largely an unorganized force. But goddamn, you have to remember, I think at this time period, the average Roman was what, like 5'2", 5'5"? You know what I'm saying? Like, people were not very big back then, right? As time went on, obviously, people got larger, right? Like, I'm 6'3" now. I'd be considered a fucking giant if I went back there. You know what I'm saying? The Germanic people, and you have to remember the idea of a Roman, right? A Roman barbarian. Huge, muscled, fucking 6 feet tall, fucking giant. You know what I mean? That wasn't far off. Drinks the blood from skulls of their enemy. Also not entirely wrong. You know what I mean? They did that shit, you know? That wasn't wrong. You would adorn your fucking dinner table with fucking human heads, you know what I mean? And those are trophies. You know? To anybody who isn't into that sort of thing, you'd be like, holy fuck, these guys are insane, right? Like, these are crazy people. You know? So it's not hard to see where the idea of barbarian, again, in quotation marks, comes from, right? But again, unorganized group, the Romans obviously have tactics, but when you're a 5'5" individual and you got a 6 foot tall, muscled, fucking long haired, just fucking jacked dude running at you, man, like, it's scary shit no matter what. No matter how organized you are, you have to understand just how much Romans, Greeks, everybody at this time feared these people. You know what I mean? And it's not hard to see why. Nice. Nice. Obviously not trained though at all. Under-equipped. Damn. Oh. I like the use of their, I like the combat in this too, I'm gonna say. I want to watch this out, I don't want to pause in the middle of this sequence. Nice, okay, that was cool. Hit his armor, did nothing, yep. Awesome, showing, yeah, wow. I don't want to pause during this combat sequence, this is awesome. We're gonna rewatch it back and I'm gonna talk about it as we go. Oh, yeah. Yep. See, eventually you just get outnumbered, that's the problem, yeah. Damn. bear's going down, yeah. See, and the standard bearer was always at a disadvantage because your one arm is always on that standard, man. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, they just got massacred, eh? Oh. One thing, okay, wow. We're gonna just rewatch that scene because I wanna pause throughout it and just talk about it. That was fantastic. One thing I didn't like at the end there though, those guys running past, no, they would be taking that fucking standard. 100%, dude. If you took that standard back to your tribe leader, you're a fucking tribe champion instantly. You understand me? They'd be killing each other for the honor of taking that back. That's probably not even a joke, to be completely honest. Like, you know, they took that shit very seriously, you know? They weren't fucking around with that. Battle glory to any of the Celts or Germanic people at that time, man. Fuck, like it was everything to them, you know what I'm saying? They lived for that shit. We're gonna go back though, we're gonna watch that back, because again, that was a fantastic battle scene. I'm just gonna start pausing and talking about it here. Peel them off the bat, obviously, of course, right? So if you have any peel them left before the enemy engages, that's your skirmishing force. You're gonna be throwing that peel them right away. Second they start closing in. PLMs are designed to, and this is the cool thing about them, they're designed to bend on impact, right? So that metal tip bends when it hits you, right? It's soft enough to bend so that it can't be thrown back at you, picked up and thrown back if it misses, right? Even if it makes contact with the ground, it's still meant to bend a bit, so you can't fucking throw it back at the Romans, right? Very cool detail there. Rest of them closing in. Yep. I like his stance instantly. He's got his fucking sword on his shield. Yep. What the Romans lacked for in size, being said, right, on our earlier discussion, again, made up for in pure equipment, right? You have that shield that covers the length of your body, right? Especially for a Roman, they're shorter guys. Length of your body is covered. You have a sword. What is it called? A gladius, right? Typical Roman sword. They used it basically for fucking ever until the Roman Empire collapsed, right? It was a fantastic weapon. It did exactly what you needed it to do. Obviously, you'd see spears on occasion used as well. But the gladius was always kind of their go-to. He's defending, he's blocking. You got these guys screaming in their faces, accurate. Second, he parries that shot over the shield into the neck, accurate. That would be their first attack always. Would, again, to an unorganized, untrained enemy, most of the time, right, these barbarians, they're just trying to get in there. The second you have a shield, they're not used to a fucking shield, you know? Their shields consist of like a small little, you know, what would you even call them? Like a taiga shield almost, you know what I'm saying? They're not big shields like the Romans have, you know what I'm saying? They don't have those. Excellent work there. Obviously they're fighting it out. You got line fighting a bit there. They're outnumbered, starts breaking off into individual combat. Again, they talk about how battle tired they are before this. That German guy takes a fucking sword through the gut, still has enough fucking strength because he's a huge fucking, and obviously in this it's hard to like show obviously modern times, but you got to think he's bigger, he's stronger, he's fucking grabbing the neck as he's got a sword in his gut and he's fucking strangling the life out of this guy. Man, you're about to die. They find glory in death. You have to remember that these people are fucking, they're it's a different people, you know what I mean? Different fucking mindset entirely. There's glory in death for these people. A lot like, you know, Warhammer tries to spout, except these guys fucking, you know, wow. Choking the fucking life out of them, right? Battle is broken up into individual skirmishes, yeah. They're still trying to form some type of cohesive line, but it's breaking down. Surrounded. Dropping his shield was a bit silly. I don't know that would have happened. That was a cool detail. I love that. He's got his back turned. This guy, obviously, he's just fucking swinging, doesn't care. Hits his armor, bounces off, no effect. I love seeing shit like that because it shows the realism of like armor, why it's useful. So many times in Hollywood do I see like, you know, a guy in full plate, he'll take a sword blow and you just see blood fucking spurt. And it's like, what the fuck? That's not, or the whole point of armor, right? The whole fucking point was to make a blade attack survivable. That was the whole purpose of it. To get through actual armor, you started getting hammers, you got clubs. Man, like, I just hate in Hollywood seeing that fakeness of like, oh yeah, he's wearing armor, but one sword slash is gonna pierce it and kill him. Like, no, that's not real. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing armor do its job. Instantly parries back. That guy doesn't have armor. Yeah. And that's the thing. A lot of the I think a lot of the time they would be wearing, in terms of armor, it would be like wooden kind of like breastplating type of thing. They did have, to my knowledge, some basic ironworking skills, I believe, but it wasn't anything fantastic. Obviously, here you're getting sort of a bigger shield. That could be their shield, or again, it could literally be a captured shield, right? Because, again, they were raiders, right? Any enemy force they ambushed, they killed successfully. Maybe they were attacking them with fucking wooden sticks, wooden clubs, for Christ's sake. They just killed those guys. They're taking their weapons. They're taking their armor. They're taking everything. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of these tribes got equipped. It's by stealing people who knew how to make it shit. You know what I mean? I think that's very interesting. Yeah, you can see that guy's got literally a fucking hammer he's going at him with. Yeah, wow. Yeah. Again, surrounded, outnumbered. Yeah. Again, love seeing the standard bearer fight, because again, realistic. He's not dropping that fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? That he will die on that fucking standard. That's why they pick those standard bearers, because of their fucking loyalty to the Roman armies, right? To Rome itself, obviously. You would select your most loyal soldier to do that because you know that he would never abandon that fucking standard unless he was dead. And as you can see here, they got involved. Sometimes, obviously, you wouldn't have them on the front of the fucking battle, but when they had to get busy, they had to get busy, and they would not drop that fucking standard. And I think that's a really cool detail you're seeing here. Because again, to drop that standard was the ultimate dishonor, you know what I'm saying? Even if you lived, you're a traitor because you dropped that fucking thing. You didn't die on it. Yeah. And again, the only thing I say I dislike a little bit, they'd be taking that fucking standard. That's the whole point right there. Take that fucking thing, you know what I mean? You wave that in the enemy's face next time you see them. That's what you do, you know what I mean? And that's what they did. A lot of the time, after a legion would be defeated, they would take their standards, they would take their banners, and then the next battle, they'd be fucking parading them up there, right? Breaking them in half as they're about to approach the enemy. It's just a morale effect. You know what I'm saying? And it would totally fuck with you. If you're, let's say you're the 18th Legion now to come deal with this after the fuck up of the 17th, and you see them waving the 17th's banners around, burning them, in front of you. It's like, yeah, fuck. That's rough shit. Let's watch the end of these credits though, because man, these people deserved it. That was fantastic. Wow. Obviously, it wasn't the longest, but man, I think they did a fantastic job on that. And I'm I'm just amateur-wise, I'm an amateur historian. I'm not a fucking professional by any means, okay? Take what I say with a grain of salt, obviously. This is just what I've read, what I've seen, okay? And obviously, I'm not the best at explaining things, but holy shit, guys. That was Roma Victis, historical short film, Roman Empire by ParaLight WorX. Wow, guys, that was fantastic. I just want to say that now. They did an amazing job on that. The battle sequence there. I really liked all the fucking small details that they threw in there. And again, that's what I've always loved about ParaLight WorX, the small details, the things that that Hollywood for some reason can't seem to pick up on. And it just adds, it just adds 100 times more to the production when they do those small details. Like, again, showing the age of certain soldiers over others, the standards, the way their armor actually works like armor, the way they're actually using some of their tactics, these small things that it just, even as a small production, just turns it into so much more than it is. You know what I mean? I fucking love them. I appreciate ParaLight WorX a shitload for that, because they're just so good at doing that. Again, I would recommend go watch any of their World War I, World War II short films, because if you're into that type of thing, you're gonna love it. They also, again, have a full series, Dusty Faces. I've been debating just reacting to that full series because, fuck, I love it, and it's been a while since I've seen it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, let me know what you thought about this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe for more content from me, and leave your recommendations down in the comments below. And big shout out to all of our members, of course, our Triarii, Paralyzed, Tortoise. I appreciate you. Man, again, means the world to me. I can't thank you guys enough for that. Go join the Discord, obviously be a part of our discussions, come say hi to me. Yeah, come join, you know, a bunch of fellas, folks, ladies, lasses, looking for discussions about Warhammer, fucking cars, hobbies, anything you want, basically. We got it going on here, so come join our Discord, be a part of the Legion, guys. You know, but yeah, without any further delay, this has been Centurion, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.